So hey there guys, so today's video is going to be another chit chat, get ready with me. I really just want to sit down and talk with you guys. There's a lot of things that have been bothering me lately about my own personal life, the beauty community, and just I like doing get ready with me videos a lot. I always feel like I film them so often, and I feel like that's all I really do post sometimes, but I wasn't going to film today, but then I forgot that I wanted to film a get ready with me. So I'm just going to start with concealing with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer because I'm just going to conceal today. I'm not going to do foundation. So I'm just going to use the shade Fair and start concealing my face. So anyway, like I said, I wasn't going to film today, but I kind of felt like filming. I'm just going to start with that and start, you know what, it's fine. This concealer doesn't really dry too quickly, so I'm just going to conceal everywhere I need to. I feel like I'm going to use this up again at some point. This would be like my 4th time I would use it up. I'm just going to do that. Since I'm not wearing foundation, I still want to like conceal. I'm just going to my boyfriend's house today. He's going to pick me up in like an hour. But I still wanted to sit down and film. My room is such a mess, you guys. I've just been a mess in general. Like, I'm just so stressed about my own life right now. The thing that's stressing me out the most is the fact that I have to accept that I'm getting older. And I just feel like after my birthday next week, I just can't really have too much fun anymore. I have to start really becoming an adult and really just start my career path. I've just been delaying it a lot, but also because, again, I wanted to find out from my professor, like, when I was going to be able to take my certification exam. And now that's finally being, like, set in motion for me, that I know I've just been, like, trying to enjoy my summer as much as I can, but I just feel like I'm always on such a time limit. I feel like I can't really enjoy things as much anymore because, like, I have such anxiety about getting older and, like, starting my career and my life and moving out of my house and everything, that I don't know how to feel lately. And I feel like I've just been lashing out at people lately. Mostly, like, my boyfriend, and I do feel bad, but at the same time, like, I don't know how to express my frustrations without getting, like, really mad at him, and I really shouldn't be doing that. So hopefully we can talk about that later. Like, we got into, like, a dumb fight earlier. It was just, stupid on my part, so I'm hoping we can, talk about things. I just find that it's very hard for me to talk to people sometimes because I have ADD and because I can have autistic tendencies because I am on the autism spectrum. So sometimes I just don't know how I come off to people, and then when people call me out about it, I just feel like I don't know what to do. I'm very dumbfounded as to why people react the way that they do. Like, I'm aware of the way I am to people. It's not like I'm unaware. But I really have just been trying to work on my reactions towards things, and sometimes I just let my emotions get the best of me. And I need to stop doing that. But I also need to be allowed to get upset about things without it becoming like a train wreck for me. And I feel like that's all I've been doing lately. So, I don't know. I don't really know. I've just been struggling with getting older right now, and I'm just trying to accept the fact that I can't really do that many fun things anymore. And I know people say, your life isn't over just because you're getting older, you're so fabulous, blah, blah, blah. And for me, I just don't really feel that way. It's kind of just my own personal feeling about it. I know, like, people that are older than me are always like, your life isn't over, Caitlin. I wish I was your age and whatever. And I get that. And I feel like I had this conversation last year with you guys when I was turning 30. Like, it was so hard for me to accept the fact that I was turning 30. Like, it's just scary, you know? Like, it's just scary accepting the fact that you're getting older. And I feel like it's something that everybody goes through, obviously. So that's why I've just been like depressed lately. So I just used the ColourPop No Filter setting powder. It's like my favorite when I do like, for some reason I like this more when I do like lighter makeup looks than when I'm using it when I use something like heavier. For some reason, like when I used it a couple of days back with like the No Filter concealer, I didn't love it, but for some reason when I use it on these days where I just use concealer, I like it more. So maybe I just like it more with this concealer, but that's weird because it should work better with with what it was made with, but sometimes that's not always the case. When brands like release certain I'm just going to use the Wet n Wild powder in Warm Light just to set everything into place really quick, just to do a quick overlay of powder, and then we'll just jump into eyeshadow. I just want to conceal this on my neck. So yeah, I've just been really depressed about it. I feel more so depressed about it because, again, like I just feel like everything just, you know, ends so quickly. You really just want to cling to your youth for as long as possible. And again, I feel like it's just a struggle that everybody goes through. It's just accepting the fact that you're getting older. And I just feel like it goes by so fast after like your 20s are over that you're like, holy shit, like I'm going into my 30s. It's just so crazy to me. Like, it's just a battle for me every day to accept that I'm not as young as I used to be. So, and it's just, I hate it. Like, I really do hate it. But I am really excited for my birthday, even though, like, not that many people are even, I'm not even sure if, like, that many people are showing up, to be honest. But the only thing that I'm excited about is that my best friend actually did, get us a hotel room for Friday night because we're planning to get pretty drunk. So we'd rather not drive. So we're going to just stay at a hotel that's like literally right next to where we're going out. And I feel like that's the smarter thing to do rather than like depending on her like driving us somewhere to go back home. So I am off Friday and Sunday. So I am excited to go and just have a good time with her. I'm not even sure like who else is going. I'm using the Natasha Denone Sunrise palette. I'm just doing like a quick warm look with with it. I haven't really done like this look on my channel yet. I don't think I have done like just a warm basic look with this. I think I did like 2 looks with it, but I don't think I've done this look yet. I hope I haven't. So I just took the shade Morning and threw that in my crease, and then I'm going to take the shade Morgan and then just go over that just to make it a little bit more warm. So we are going to go out on Friday night. I'm going to meet her at the hotel at like 4. I'm hoping to get this up before this all happens. Because I do have another Get Ready With Me that I filmed last week. Like, this is the first Get Ready With Me. I said Get Ready Me. The first Get Ready With Me that I'm filming since last Tuesday, but I haven't put that one up yet. And I'm probably going to put that up, like, tomorrow. I just feel like I filmed so many Get Ready With Me's that, like, they end up overlapping, and oh my god, what is up with my primer lately that I just can't get the eyeshadow to sit properly sometimes. Like, it's so annoying, but like no one's gonna notice. So I'm literally just getting ready to go to his house. So I really wasn't going to do eyeshadow today, but then I forgot that I wanted to film a Get Ready With Me today, so I was like, might as well put it on. And then for the crease, just to darken it up a little bit more, I'm just going to take the shade Jasper. So, the beauty community has just been annoying me lately. There's just been so much that's been going on that it's just like, I know I've said this before, that it's super frustrating, but it's just like enough already. It's like these people are, you just find out like how shitty some of these people are, that it's just like, how is it that you can just lose all respect for these people? And I just don't feel bad for them anymore. It's just like you dug your own hole for yourself, and then you expect people to still show remorse and respect for you when it's like, why is it we're going to respect you when you can't respect other people, and you try to go after own people for your own clout and fame on YouTube? It's like, you find out how shitty these people are, and it's just like, why are we going to have any respect for you? Like, I just found out this whole thing that happened with Thomas Halbert and this other YouTuber. I think his name is like something Supreme. I don't even know like who he is, honestly. I only just found out about him yesterday. And this is like old drama, but let me just grab my glitter primer as I'm talking, just because I want to keep on talking as I'm grabbing this. Because I forgot to grab it. There's this whole thing, and yes, my room is a mess. Like, a mess again. Like, I tried to clean and put away clothes like 2 days ago. It literally just accumulated again, like, so badly, and I'm like so mad at myself that I have this much clothing. It's like driving me crazy. I like don't have enough space for all the clothing that I own. And it's just annoying. Like, it gets to the point where it's just like too much shit that I can't even fit in my closet anymore. But also, like, my closet and my dresser was built for when I was a kid. So I really don't have like any extra space. So, like, that's when I still had kids' clothing, not like adult clothing. So, anyway, like, that's why I feel like depressed, because, you know, like, I'm not super depressed. I just like don't know how to feel right now. I'm just struggling with how I feel about things lately, just because I feel like I'm just struggling with accepting getting older. So for my lid, I'm just going to use my favorite shade, Agate. I love this shade so much. This is like the 4th time I'm using it on my lid. I love it. It's just such a gorgeous like yellow gold shade. I'm just obsessed with it. I love it. So I'm just going to put that all over my lid. But anyway, so Thomas Halbert is not like someone that has the best track record on YouTube. Like, honestly, he's kind of like a really shitty person. He says that he blames his upbringing for the way that he would talk to African American people on YouTube. Like, he is not someone that uses the N-word like lightly. He's really like honestly disgusting about it. Like, I don't even use that word in my vocabulary, but he seems to use it like anytime he's talking about a black person. And he like said these absolutely like vile things to somebody. I don't know who it was, but they like played this clip of him being on a live stream on Instagram, and basically like every other word was the N-word, and it's just like, what the hell, you know, like, you're disgusting. But then I was watching, I like have such hard pan in this eyeshadow already. Like, it's crazy. But anyway, I feel like it's transferring too, but whatever. I'm just like throwing it on. It doesn't really have to be perfect today. So let me just tell you about the drama first. So this YouTuber, Thomas Halbert, and this other YouTuber were both invited, this guy, Supreme whatever, were invited to, I think BeautyCon or VidCon. Maybe it was BeautyCon. I'm not sure. And this whole thing happened back when Thomas Halbert like, called out Jeffree Star after, I forgot what the drama was with them, but he made, like, this whole video trying to expose Jeffree Star, and Jeffree Star just made, like, a video comeback of, like, basically, one thing about Jeffree Star is that you don't come for him, because once he exposes you, basically your career is over. Like, he's that powerful because he has such an influence on YouTube, but at the same time, I'm not happy about, like, how much people forgive him and forgive James Charles. Like, they're still the two most followed beauty gurus on YouTube, and I just don't get it. Like, why won't people cancel Jeffree Star? But at the same time, like, people always say these people, like, deserve another chance, and I'm just like, but they're not good people. Like, these people aren't good people. Like, it's different with, like, Kathleen Lights and, like, even Jaclyn Hill. Like, at least they're not racist. Like, and I know that people try to call out Kathleen for being a racist, and I'm just like, I've covered that before, and I'm not getting into it again. I still like Kathleen Lights, and if these people are still gonna like Jeffree Star and Thomas Halbert and whatever, what annoys me is, all right, hold on, I'm going off tangents again. So basically, what happened with Thomas Halbert and this kid is that this kid, whatever, Supreme, I still don't even know his name, called him out, like, called Thomas Halbert out for faking having an eating disorder. And I was just like, how low can you go for someone faking that? I just thought that was disgusting. And that's what, like, makes people, I don't want to sound, like, insensitive towards his eating disorder, but this is what makes Thomas Halbert look like a good person in this situation. Because Thomas Halbert doesn't deserve anybody's sympathy, to be honest, because I feel like he, you know, I guess because he was depressed and had, you know, such a struggle with an eating disorder that's why he would lash out towards these people. But at the same time, it's like, does not justify that kind of language towards people of color. It's just disgusting. Like, the fact that these beauty gurus use the N-word so lightly, like, literally there have been so many cases with, like, Laura Lee and Jeffree Star and this other person. Like, why is it that that's, like, their word of choice? Like, they're all white privileged type of people, that it's really sad and really scary that this is their word of choice. And I understand that they came from nothing and they weren't raised knowing, like, the proper uses of these words, but it's just still, like, not, like, I don't know, it's just not sitting right with me. And they say that, like, you know, Jeffree Star is different because he's the only one that's come on camera and apologized about all these things. I'm like, yeah, he has apologized about them, but then after he did, it kind of didn't justify his behavior on the way he was acting after that, and that's why he still, like, leaves a bad taste in my mouth. So anyway, after all this drama happened, BeautyCon said that they couldn't come to BeautyCon unless they worked their differences out, and basically Dustin and I don't know, I just feel like Dustin and Nick Snyder are kind of being a little bit hypocritical in this situation. Like, why is it that you like Thomas Halbert for what's going on? Because, yeah, I understand it's wrong for this kid to make fun of his eating disorder. That's not okay. But why is it that you're saying you like Thomas Halbert because he has such a history with being racist, and then you're still gonna say that you guys like him? I'm just like, I don't know. It kind of, like, left a bad taste in my mouth. And then they, like, brought Cole Kerrigan into the situation, and were saying that there were people that were making fun of this other beauty YouTuber at BeautyCon and like laughing at her for being pregnant or whatever. And then Nick Snyder said that Cole Kerrigan is a piece of shit. But meanwhile, what was weird to me is that I'm just gonna grab my eyeliner and stuff while I'm still talking. What was weird to me is that they were still kind of justifying like Thomas Halbert and being on his side about this whole thing, which they're totally entitled to be. I'm not criticizing that. It's that Thomas Halbert, like, why would you like him if he's pretty shitty towards other YouTubers himself. So I don't feel bad for him in this situation. But this whole thing with like this other YouTuber that was like pregnant and she needed food at BeautyCon and they weren't providing anything for her. And apparently the people that made fun of her for being pregnant were Cole Kerrigan's friends. I'm just going to set my face now because I'm going to put on mascara like right now. I just used the Flower Beauty. Because this mascara can transfer. So I'm just going to use my Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara. These people were Cole Kerrigan's friends, and then they called out Cole Kerrigan saying that he's a piece of shit and whatever in the video, which I thought was interesting because Nick Snyder and Dustin Daly know Teresa Romer because they're friends with Rich Lux, and Teresa Romer did a collab with Cole Kerrigan by Cole Kerrigan being in her closet. Like, you know, again, like, they're not gonna call out Teresa Romer for being friends with him, but I just thought it was odd. Like, I'm sure that they're not as close with Teresa Romer as Rich is, but I just thought that was interesting. I'm just like, why is it you're calling him a shitty person, but then you guys know that Teresa Romer did a collaboration with him, and I'm sure Teresa Romer doesn't care about all this drama. But I just, you know, it's just something that I noticed, and this isn't tea or drama because I know no one's going to pick up on it or care about it. I just thought it was interesting, and also I just, like, it's funny how I'm now, like, first commenting on drama about other drama channels, because I still love Nick Snyder, I still love Dustin Daly, I still love Rich Lux. I'm just surprised that they would react this way and be biased towards these people. It's just interesting to me, and also, I just found out about that Rich Lux and Luscious haven't been friends for like a month, and I had no idea about that. Like, I just thought that, you know, since him and Rich Lux and Nick Snyder had met for like the first time like a couple months ago, that they've been doing a lot of videos together just because they've been at the same events together and all this stuff. But apparently, Rich Lux stopped being friends with Luscious because Luscious collaborated with MUA on his channel. And I didn't know that Luscious had collaborated with Manny. And, excuse me. Apparently, Rich Lux didn't like that and decided not to be friends with Luscious anymore. And I just think that's kind of petty. Yes, the reason why he did that, I was like, who the hell called me? The reason why he did that was because Rich Lux is friends with Luscious, and Rich Lux is friends with Jeffree Star. And I'm just going to grab my blush and highlight and whatever. Just give me a sec. So I didn't know that that was the reason why I hadn't really seen Luscious in Rich's videos anymore. But I also just thought that was because that they weren't really doing that many events together, so they couldn't really see each other because they weren't really together. I'm just taking like things out of my drawer so I can put these things on my desk because my room is a mess. So I'm just going to use my Milani Dolce bronzer. So what was also interesting is that Luscious just moved to LA, and why is this driving me nuts today, this stupid string? And I think Manny lives there, but also, because I don't think Luscious lived in Texas, but I think he moved there because, you know, Rich lives in Texas. Maybe he just wanted a change of scenery. Maybe he just wanted to remove himself from that, which is fine. You know, it's his life. But also, I think Manny lives in California. And I just think it's kind of wrong that, like, Rich is judging him so hard for collaborating with Manny. Before, like, Rich was friends with Jeffree Star, he would call him out a lot more. And like I was watching like this other drama channel yesterday, or I guess just a commentary channel. I had just come across her channel to find out like what happened with Luscious and Rich. Because the last time like Rich and Luscious made a video saying like they weren't friends anymore, it was just a joke. So I was like, oh, is this like serious this time? Because it wasn't a video with Rich and Luscious. It was just like someone commenting on a situation. I was like, oh, I thought this was like a joke. And then I was like, oh, I didn't know it was serious. So, alright, for blush, I'm going to use Lunar Has It. Or is this? No. I think that is Lunar Has It. I've just been loving this blush as like an everyday blush. This is one of the ColourPop and Kathleen Lights ones. Yeah, Lunar Has It. I just love it for everyday use. So I'm just going to use it. So I just thought it was interesting. Like, I just think Rich is being a little bit petty about it because, you know, I'm not really, like, that happy that Rich Lux and Jeffree Star are closer now. But at the same time, you know, if he sees, I'm not going to judge him for him being friends with him, and that's not going to make me unsubscribe from him because I still really like him. I still think he's really funny. And I also don't love that he likes Jen Gerard, because I don't think Jen Gerard is that great of a person either. But I guess he's kind of forgetting that Manny MUA and Jen Gerard wanted to call out Karina Kaboom a while ago, and that whole thing about like Karina Kaboom thinking that Jen Gerard and Manny MUA were calling her ugly on her Snapchat. I guess, not that I've ever really liked Karina Kaboom, but I guess him and Karina Kaboom aren't friends anymore because I'm sure Karina Kaboom doesn't like that Rich Lux just came out with a collab with Gerard Cosmetics. So clearly I don't think they're friends anymore. Not that I watch Karina Kaboom anymore, but I just think it's surprising. But I don't think Karina Kaboom would, like, really hold a grudge about it. I don't think she probably really cares. She just probably thinks, you know, that Rich has, again, you know, he's growing on YouTube, and she's probably not going to hold that against him. So why is it that, you're going to hold it against Luscious for collaborating with Manny MUA when you're closer? What I don't really understand is that since Manny MUA and Jen Gerard said that about Karina Kaboom, but you're still collaborating with Jen Gerard and becoming friends with Jen Gerard, and you're getting mad at Luscious for being friendly with Manny MUA. I guess that whole situation like slipped your mind about the whole thing, that Manny used to be close with Jen Gerard. So now you're friends with her. So Luscious could have turned around and been like, well, you're friendly with Jen Gerard now, who used to be friends with Manny MUA, but you're going to call me out for being friendly with Manny MUA because you're friendly with Jeffree Star. So I just thought that was weird. I just wanted to spray my face again. I don't know. It's just a weird situation. And I just don't really understand it. So, the only other thing that I'm annoyed about is my job right now. But I am excited for my birthday. I'm just hoping that more people will show up, because so far it's just Liz that has confirmed that she's coming. We do think that my friend Chris is coming as well. I really need to get a new brow gel. This shit is like so done and empty. It's like not even funny anymore. But I've just been putting it off because I haven't bought it yet. I'm like such a cheap person when it comes to things I want to replace because I want to spend it on things I want to get makeup wise. I did place an order with ColourPop recently. I'm going to be doing hopefully a first impressions on that. And I do want a few things from this upcoming Sephora sale. And what's funny is that this sale is actually starting on my birthday, but I am really happy that Sephora is having a summer sale because there were quite a few things on my list. I am interested in trying out some of the new foundations that are coming out. And I was hoping that Ulta would run their 20% off sale, but then Sephora ended up having this surprise summer sale, and I'm just like, oh, then I'll just get the stuff from Sephora rather than getting it at Ulta. So let me just decide to see what I want for lips. Just give me a second. Okay, for lips, I've actually been using this quite a bit lately. I'm going to use the Clinique Chubby Stick Moisturizing Lip Color Balm in the shade Mega Melon. I got back into this because like my aunt actually uses one of these colors as like her only lip shade, and we actually went to go get it when she was here visiting last week. She wanted to get a new shade. She was like, I kind of want something that's still neutral, but like a little bit darker than what I was wearing, but everything else was like too dark for her. And she didn't like this color because she thought it was too peach for her, but I was like, why? It's such a pretty shade. I was like, I think it would be really pretty as like a peachy shade for you. And she was like, no, I don't really want that. And I was like, okay. So, and I'm digging through my bag to see if there's any other shade I want to use. Honestly, I just want to wear a gloss today. But I thought I would wear something with a little bit of color, so I'm just going to use this. Do I want this actually? Is this like the right shade for today? It's still nice and peachy. Do I like that? I don't know. It's not peachy enough for me. Maybe I'll just go with a nude. I'm just going to go with the original. I swear I can never find the right lip color for me anymore. I'm just going to go with the original lipstick I was going to wear today. I'm just going to go in with Amaze Balls by Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. Yes, I still use these and I still like mine. Yeah, that's more what I wanted. Me and my other supervisor, and we're just very tempted to not work there anymore. There's just a lot of stuff that's been going on. Like that's not good. I don't want to talk about it too much because, wow, this looks super textured right now. See, I didn't think my lipstick was going to be doing that but I just wipe it off. And I still like the formula of these, but I feel like this is kind of like balling up a little bit. I don't know how I feel about that. But I do like how it looks with this look, so. Usually I don't want to wear like a lipstick when I see him because usually I just wipe it off like right after we eat something. And honestly, I didn't even want to do eyeshadow today because like I feel like it's kind of pointless for me now, but since I was filming a video, I was like, why not? I feel a bit hungry now. But let me just put my jewelry on and then I'll show you guys the final look. Alright, you guys, so this is the finished look. Here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. Really like how this look turned out. I do this look quite often with this palette. It's one of my favorite looks to do with it. And I've really just been enjoying this palette ever since I've gotten it. Obviously, that's why it was in my favorites video. I did kind of cave and get another palette from ColourPop, so I'm really, really dying to play with that soon. I can't wait to get it. And yeah, that's it, you guys. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media. Bye!